Hi guys! So of all the different home decor DIYs I have done through Dollar Tree items, the chalk tray is probably one of my favorites because of how customizable this Dollar Tree can be. You can give it any color you want, any chalk color you want. You can actually make it look like something, and that is what I'm doing today. I want to make this chalk tray actually replicate a pumpkin character, if you will. So the silver tray is from Dollar Tree, and it does come in multiple shapes and sizes: rectangle, circle, and oval. The one I'm using is oval shape, and the first step is to obviously paint the tray the color of your choice. Now, when I did my first chalk tray, I taped up the middle so I wouldn't get paint on it or spray paint on it, but as you can see, I did not tape up the center because the chalk paint glides over it very nicely. So here we are in step 2, which is to add the chalk paint. I did get this from Walmart. It is very inexpensive. Actually, no, I got this from Hobby Lobby, and it's not that expensive. Plus, I used a 40% off coupon, and you can do so many projects with this chalk paint. So I'm adding the chalk paint here, and what I like to do is trim the outline first before painting freely in the center. This ensures I am kind of coloring inside the lines, if you will. You want to also add 3 layers of chalk paint. First, I like to paint vertically up and down. That was my first layer. The second layer I did horizontal, left to right. And then I went back in with a 3rd layer of up and down. And the reason why I do this is because one, you need multiple layers. It just makes the chalk paint better, and sometimes when you do right over the chalk paint, it can kind of flake off, so you don't want to see the chalk or the tray. You don't want to see like the silver of the tray, so you do want to add multiple layers. And I always like to end with a vertical layer because you don't see the lines as much as you would if you left the very end where you painted it like left to right, if that makes any sense. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes to dry in between coats, and I did film a portion of this in real time so that you could see that I do take my time trimming the edge. Step 3 is to add the decor to this to make it look like a pumpkin. I originally came up with this idea when I had the leftover stem that you see here from the pumpkin topiary DIY. So I did get this stem from one of the pumpkins from Hobby Lobby, but you could make a stem like this from like twigs or twine. They even have like a willow type of wreath at Dollar Tree that you could break apart and make your own pumpkin stem from this. Also, the green metal leaf that you see here came from a Dollar Tree chalk tray, oddly enough. It was actually part of a pumpkin chalk tray that Dollar Tree put out. I didn't like the tray. I actually hauled it a couple of weeks back for you guys, so I decided to take off the green metal leaf and add it to this chalk tray. And of course, as you saw, I used hot glue to add these things to the back of the tray. Now, the back of the tray isn't that pretty, so I would definitely like put it up against something like a wall, but if you wanted to, you could spray paint the back of your tray and then maybe take a piece of ribbon and hot glue it over the back of the stem and the metal piece so that it just doesn't look that messy. But I knew I was going to keep this up against the back where no one would see it. Step 4, as you can see, is to add the text or drawing of your choice. So I'm just sitting here kind of doodling, making this. What I wanted this to kind of look like are like the cute signs that you see when you go into a coffee shop, you know, whenever they have like their chalkboards. It's just so cute. Whoever does the lettering and the style, I just envy it because it is so charming. I absolutely love it. So what I'm just doing here is I'm drawing a pumpkin. Now, I would highly recommend that you go to like Tumblr or Google to find the text or image of your choice. I'm not good at drawing pumpkins, so I definitely had to like Google it so that I could find an image I liked and try to like look at it and replicate it. Now, my text is not grammatically correct, if you will. It should have been pumpkins in plural, especially since I'm indicating that they're for sale. And I'm not like selling one pumpkin for 5 cents, but I didn't end up spacing out my letters well enough, obviously. So, and I didn't want to go ahead and throw in an S when there was very limited space, so I just went with it and just did pumpkin. It's fine. But keep that in mind. Just make sure, like, take a pencil and stencil it out very lightly. That way you know you have like room for whatever you're going to write before you go over it in marker. So that's it. I also have the Dollar Tree fall chalk tray that I made 2 years ago that I will add to the end of this video, and you'll see it here. I'm actually going to show it here in a second. And that video actually has my fall chalk tray and my Halloween chalk tray, which the Halloween is my favorite out of all of them. I'll go ahead and also add my Christmas Dollar Tree chalk tray so that you can go watch that tutorial if you just want to see more ideas and get some more inspiration that way. Now, a fall decorate with me is coming soon, so don't forget to click the alert button if you want to be notified when I post new videos. If you don't want to be notified, you don't want to get those information, then don't click on that. But I will be back for another video. I love you all, and warm hugs to you guys, and thank God for fall season. It's so beautiful, so blessed for fall, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!